Hello everybody, Dog Fan Vlogs and Toys and Gaming, back with another video. And today, I'm going to be getting ready to go over some tips on what an off-grid homestead can look like. And some tips for y'all who may want a homestead. Like, I know I'm very interested in homesteading, so I'm going to go over some tips I've learned from other YouTubers. And I will credit those YouTubers in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started. Tip number 1. Don't off-grid homestead if you don't have any plans to. And here's the reason why I say that. Because if you're off-grid homesteading and you keep putting it off until a month has gone by and perhaps even a year, and you don't have any plans to, the unfortunate thing is, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, but that's kind of how life goes. If you don't have a plan off-grid homestead, don't do it. That's basically tip number 1. Tip number 2, don't off-grid homestead without the proper equipment. I've seen YouTubers who have gas-powered generators, and they seem like they know what they're doing. But in reality, they need help on a lot of that stuff. I mean, not everything in homesteading is a one-man job. That's basically tip number 2 for you. Number 3, get rid of as much as you can afford to get rid of. This will be harder or easier depending on if you're a hoarder or if you don't like having, or if you don't like having a lot of space. Because you want to keep as little as possible. And here's what I mean by that. You're going to need your truck or your vehicle for hauling tools and stuff like that. And the essentials. So keep as little stuff as possible. Tip number 4. Go ahead and find yourself a nice forested area to build on, and here's the reason why I say that. Because if you can't find a good forested area to do a homestead, you're going to have a very hard time finding firewood. And firewood is essential during the winter months. Here's why I say that. Because if you have a wood stove in your house and you're heating your house with a wood stove, you need some type of firewood and stuff like that to give off the heat. So, excuse me. So basically what that is if you don't have any firewood and you're on 15 below 0 degree weather, negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit, to be specific, chances are you'll either end up getting hypothermia or you'll be really cold, and it would not be good. So make sure if you're homesteading, go in a very forested area with a lot of trees. Tip number 5 and the final tip. Make sure you have enough lumber to build a cabin or to build your essentials. Because if you don't have enough lumber to build a cabin, chances are you'll either be really cold during the winter months because you don't have a full set of walls, or you'll end up having to do another yard sale because you don't have enough money to buy the lumber. So that's tip number 5. Tip number 6. Make sure that you have enough money to buy whatever you may need to be able to suit your needs for the winter. Because if you don't have any money, like to build a homestead, chances are you'll either have to sell your things, or even worse, end up having to file something called, for having to file a claim. And you don't want to have to do that. But those are 6 tips on how to be able to build a successful off-grid homestead and the unknown lands that you may be going to. If you know the land, that's good. But have yourselves a good rest of your day. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Now I'm doing something a little different. This video is a little different from my gaming content because I wanted to do a little homesteading tips and tricks video, just like showing my face. And I need to do more face content, so get out there if you can and go ahead. Have yourselves an awesome Thanksgiving. See y'all in the next video. Peace.